The diagnosis was cancer. We had lost Mom to cancer 7 years prior in 1992. We lost our brother just 6 years after that in 1998 to the same disease. And here we were, just 1 year later, facing it again. When I tell you my world was crushed, I mean, I was stunned. There were no words to describe the pain in my spirit when the doctor came to us and said it was cancer. I couldn't believe it was happening to us. I was explaining the situation to a friend of mine, and he kept asking me, he asked me, why do you keep saying us and we whenever you talk about cancer? You don't have cancer, your wife does. He simply did not understand that when you're married, no, see, the way my account is set up, if my wife has a problem, then I have a problem. There's no such thing as, well, that's her problem. We just don't get down like that. And, but the funny thing about it is, she wasn't nervous at all. She was almost casual. And I remember her saying to me, well, we can just use herbs. And I'm thinking to myself, herbs. And she must have saw that deer in the headlight look on my face, because she went on to explain a little further about what herbs were and how long her family had been taking them. And I remember thinking to myself, like, we don't cure cancer. But she cleared that up for me. And this was new to me. But I was down to try anything. And so we did some research. We made a long list of herbs that we were going to take, and all of the changes, the major changes that we were going to implement, like we stopped eating meat except for wild caught fish. We eliminated dairy. We got rid of all of our Teflon cookware and all of our non-stick cookware, and we switched to glassware, Visions cookware type stuff. We got rid of all of our plastic cooking utensils and switched to wooden cooking utensils. We got rid of aerosol sprays, and we did a lot of stuff. I mean, we really went ham. And if there was anything that we thought could remotely pose a threat to us fighting against this thing, we got rid of it. I'm telling you, I had never been this scared before in my life. But it was a different kind of fear. I was courageously terrified, if that makes sense. I mean, I was afraid, but at the same time, there was nothing that I would not have done to fight against this thing. I remember hearing someone say that courage is not the absence of fear. It's the judgment that something else is more important than the fear. And so we fought. I mean, we fought as if our lives depended on us winning this fight. And I guess literally it did. I mean, we had 4 small children to take care of. And so after implementing all of these strategies and, we were really, really strict to all of the different guidelines that we set for ourselves. And we returned to the doc about 4 months later for our first radiation treatment, and they couldn't find the cancer. It was gone, literally. They couldn't find it anywhere, and they tested and retested. And here we are 20 years later. It's actually 21 years now, and still no sign of the cancer. And you ask me, she's prettier now than she was even then. And so, but the point I'm making is, in order for your marriage to be what it's supposed to be, for it to function the way it's designed to function, listen, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. And there was no way that I was going to be the weakest link. And maybe you're not battling cancer. Maybe your spouse is battling weight loss or unemployment or underemployment, whatever the challenge might be. I know it's easier to overcome challenges when you fight together. Now, I'm not a minister, but I know a little bit about the Bible. And there's a quote that my mom always says to me. She says, "Where 2 or more are gathered in my name, I am there with them also. And if they touch and agree on a thing, it shall be given to them. I remembered that. I mean, that's powerful. But then she always followed that one with, but remember, faith without works is dead. And so whenever we have a challenge, we touch, we agree, and then we get to work. And so the idea is to establish common ground, or whatever tie that binds the two of you. You touch and agree on that thing, on the desired outcome, and get to work immediately on bringing it to fruition. Listen, at the end of the day, all you can do is all you can do. And that's enough. Just make sure you do all you can do. That's the word. Peace.